What up, Posse?
How's it going? This is Brandon.
Mark.
I'm Chad.
Sorry.
That was
That's
annoying.
okay. I said mine quick, so you could take all of my time, like they do in Congress. So
Yield the floor to Mark Seacamp.
everybody has an opportunity these
Got a
days.
point.
A lot of people are going to go bye-bye. I wanted to start out with this. It's not really a toy, but I think it's fun for kids, and I guess it would be kind of a pet thing. I have a koi pond in the back, like a lot of my peeps know, and I bought something online that I thought was kind of cool, and this is Nature's Good Guys, really cool company. They sell bugs, insects that destroy other insects. So it's all organic, and they came with that sticker, and I decided to get praying mantises.
Oh, wow.
So it comes in a cool little looking ice cream container looking thing, and it comes with 2 eggs, and you can either get Carolina mantis, which is a smaller one, or you can get a Oriental, and it comes with 2 cases. I lucked out. I got 2 Oriental in there, and yeah, that's cool, man. So they're going to have between 300 and 500 eggs between the 2 of them, and I'm going to launch them all over my koi pond, and they're going to eat up all the little pesky gnats and flies and grubs, and it'll be kind of cool to see them yank little hornets that are coming down to drink for water.
Soldier
They get to be about an inch.
Soldier
A little over an inch for the Orientals.
Soldier bug.
I don't even know what to say
They're
right now.
Why?
bugs.
This is just...
You know what this is? Do you know what this is?
What?
This is a kung fu bug. This is a praying mantis that
okay.
is going to literally sit on the shore and watch a wasp or a hornet or something come by and try and drink some water out of my pond, and it's going to go.
Soldier bugs.
And it's going to be really fun to watch.
Soldier bugs.
We're not having things interrupted with soldier bugs.
Sorry.
Anyways, I got this online, and I thought it was really
So,
cool that I
hey,
wanted
no
to share with you.
mosquitoes. No mosquitoes is a good thing, so.
Definitely no mosquitoes, and they they kind of stay away from people,
So
but they're
it's-
also very
one's gonna
passive.
be-
Well, they're not going to bite you or anything.
No,
so.
they can't. And they can't grab you or pinch you or anything. Mark, I'm going to leave this over to you. I think I've said enough about praying mantises.
I'm going to bring...
That's a cobra, sir.
Same.
All right,
thing.
whatever. This
The
is...
cobra
I added
mantis.
to my micro brawler collection, Terry Funk.
Oh.
The Funkster.
How many of those do you have now?
Probably like 4 or 5. I got another one coming in the mail, signed by Brian Myers. But yeah, these are cool little like vinyl. Kurt Hawkins, aka.
On the backside, it looks like Captain Caveman.
Don't compare Terry Funk to Captain
I
Caveman.
love Terry
sir.
Funk.
Good
Terry Funk's
God.
from Minnesota, isn't he?
No, he's from Texas, man.
No,
Oh.
but the Funk
Mr.
Brothers,
Perfect.
Funk
Mis-
Brothers are
yeah.
in AWA.
Thank
yeah,
you.
they wrestled here. I mean,
Okay,
Hulk
then.
Hogan lived in Bloomington, right?
I'm not as smart as you are, Brandon.
All right. And this took me a while to build up to. This was a start of my Japanese figure collection, and it's Stan the Lariat Hansen from Chara Pro Japanese Wrestling Toys. So,
I'm not familiar.
You don't know who Stan the Lariat Hansen is?
No.
he came to the ring like swinging a cowbell that's like the bull rope that's around his
So-
neck.
Was this Texas wrestling with like the
No, in
Von
Japan.
Erichs? Oh.
No, he did stuff in the
He came to the
WCCW
AWA,
and AWA and stuff.
He beat Nick Bockwinkel
He
for
did
the
some
title.
Yeah, he did some
Brandon
WWF stuff
beat
early.
Nick
Dude,
Bockwinkel like
Bockwinkel,
4
I
days
think,
ago.
lost 3 times or something.
Yeah.
4 times.
But yeah, they
Otto Vance,
yeah, but
Stan
he
the Lariat
was like,
Hansen, and Vern Gagne were the only people to ever beat Nick Bockwinkel.
oh nice.
And
Because
Brandon,
Hulk
Him and Bruiser Brody would
Because Hulk Hogan would always beat him, and they'd think of some way like, oh, he got disqualified, or he was
Yeah.
counted out, or da-da-da-da-da.
but yeah, he was big in Japan, and he'd swing that giant
so
rope.
is Tom Waits.
Yeah, but he'd swing that giant cowbell
He has
rope.
no idea who Tom Waits
Yeah,
is.
I do not know who Tom Waits is. I've heard of the name, but I don't know.
Now this is
This is like a little vending machine toy
of
Stan Hansen.
oh okay.
And I brought in a couple of them a couple episodes ago of other Japanese wrestlers, and they're little vending machine toys.
These are cool.
Pretty cool, yeah.
I like
Where are these common now?
In Japan.
Okay.
So you
So
gotta
you
get
buy
them.
these online.
No, I get them through a guy that I know from Australia. So
Oh, the same dude that you get comic books and stuff from?
no, it's a different guy.
Oh. He's got a guy for everything.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
every
This
continent.
is my connection for Japanese wrestling toys.
Brandon's
okay?
worldwide.
Yeah. But also, I was just say, Stan knocked Vader's eye out of its socket, and he had to put it back in and then finish the match.
Yeah.
I think I remember that.
Because he's legally blind without his glasses, and when he wrestles, he doesn't have his glasses on. So he just tried. His finisher is a giant clothesline that like Bradshaw had, clothesline from hell. So that's where Bradshaw stole it from. And he would just aim for the best, and he was because he barely see. It's like a giant blur coming towards you.
Wow.
And he's just trying to get your here, but sometimes right there, right here, across the bridge of the nose, stuff like that.
I'm sorry, I stopped paying attention to you about 8 seconds ago, but I just
my
noticed that
Come on, get some culture.
You have
Get
a
some culture,
Teenage
sir.
Mutant Ninja Turtle Skeletor. Am I right?
This
Am I correct?
this is yes. It's from a company called Toy Snobs. They make a lot of T-shirts, and this is one of their
Bootleg.
crossovers. Yeah,
It's
bootleg, yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon's bootleg corner.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh!
You-
Don't you shame me
I'm
for
not-
liking the bootleg stuff, sir.
No, come on.
They're gonna make a bootleg figure in September, I think.
Are they
October.
really?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of dope to see. I'm sorry. What are we up to now?
You were gonna show us
Oh, yeah.
vinyl.
Yeah, we got some special vinyl here.
Speaking of somebody that would be very disappointed in bootlegs,
Oh, okay.
I kind of went a little crazy over the COVID on so many different levels. But on the record level, I purchased a lot of stuff. And I was going to open all of these, but because we figured out that we have a lot more stuff, I'm just going to kind of go through them really quick. A lot of these right now are buy them on Amazon, or they're cheaper on Amazon. But they're the limited editions, and they will be worth money. They are all purple, every one of them. They don't need to be pulled out. But I'm just going to do a segment. We figured out we're going to do one later on of all the Prince records I had. So we'll just quickly go through them. And this is the last one that he did. We showed before. Yep. The one that he did. This is the last album that he did with Warner Brothers. I believe it was 96, 95, 96. It's kind of known as one of his lesser. It was a decent album. I'm just going to be nice about that. And this is the first time it was ever on vinyl, so I had to buy it. It's good. They're dated, but good. There's a couple of actually Dinner with Dolores is a really, really good tune. Xana Lee is very reminiscent of something that, say, Miles Davis would do. Anyways, so this is the one that he did right after. I was going to open it, but I'm not. This was kind of spendy, but it has never been on vinyl. That is the album that he released called Emancipation when he left Warner Brothers. That was the first album that he could do anything he wanted. Of course, he always loved double, triple albums, so he made a 4 album.
Good
Or 4,
gosh.
yeah, it was a 4 CD set. So here it's
Not
like
6 parts.
no, now it's like 7 or 8 albums.
Oh, good God.
So, but it's there's some really good stuff on there. Again, it's 90s-ish, like everything feels when you are making something in the 90s.
Yeah.
But there's some pretty timeless stuff.
Okay.
Then I bought this because I never had this on vinyl, and this is the kind of the era when I worked for him. Musicology, really good albums, really good stuff. Again, was never on vinyl. Everything that I'm showing you now is
I
this is
like
the first
this.
time. Yeah, I love that. Open that little flap, buddy. That's in the middle right there, right
Okay.
by his hand. So, and it talks about how it got very scientific.
Hold that up again. The full cover. We can get a good screenshot out of this.
And this is 2003 or 4.
Okay.
And this was kind of after his dark era, and kind of came out from that internet. You can only be on my website to listen to my music, $100 a year type of thing.
Okay.
I didn't put these in the right order, so I will go to the dark era. This is the darkest era he ever had. It was called the Rainbow Children. That did get released on a limited edition vinyl around 2001, 2002. I owned it, and it was so valuable that I sold it on eBay for over $300.
Wow.
So I had to replace it to put it in my collection because I know I'm not going to ever buy the original one ever again.
Yeah. Is it too valuable?
Yeah, now it's worth like $400 or $500.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 3121 was an album that he did. I can't remember the date. Again, first time ever on vinyl. That is probably one of my favorite recent Prince albums. It was every song. I mean, Black Sweat's an amazing song. Ti Amo Corazon is a beautiful song. I mean, Fury is a great guitar song. And it was very reminiscent of, like, if you took some of his albums from the early 80s and he kind of mixed it into a modern sound. This one was,
I like this, too.
Yeah. I think that might have gotten released limited edition years ago,
nice.
but it's hologram.
Yeah, hologram. Yeah.
And maybe it was first time.
That's cool.
First time on LP. Okay, so that was the first time it was ever on LP. But that's one of my favorites too. I mean, Chelsea Rogers is a 7-minute funk song.
I'm not a record collector, so what is it? So is it like a first pressing almost? Like, are those? Because I know that's the only thing I know about record collecting. That's like makes it more valuable, like first edition of a book.
So this one, yeah. So this one came out originally in 2010 or 11. No, it must have been a little later than that. But they never released it on vinyl. That was the low days of vinyl. So they just didn't do it. Same with this.
I meant, does that make it a little bit more valuable?
Oh, absolutely.
Time, right?
This is going to be limited edition, then they'll just run a full press.
Okay.
So these are always going to be worth money. And that's why I got the big Emancipation one, too.
Oh, nice.
It was like $100, but for 7 albums, 8 albums for $100. So, and it being his birthday last Sunday, I don't know. Thought I'd just show you all the stuff I bought.
You went on a little splurge.
I did.
I think this is the most I've seen Chad buy in one sitting.
Dude,
it's just vinyl, man.
You're sitting at home for 2 months.
Vinyl, man.
You know?
Chad always.
That's why I bought all those John Cena's. I'm gonna have like a whole display of just basic thugonomics John Cena.
Did you notice that the whole, like, the time that we were sitting in the quarantine, that you didn't really spend any money? You know, you couldn't go anywhere to spend any money.
Yeah.
So I had a little money saved up that I was going to go on vacation. I'm like, well,
where are you going to go?
I'm not going on vacation anywhere. Yeah. So I'm going to treat myself to a buttload of vinyl. And so I did.
Nice.
And I'm just dropping the mic. Where are we at next? I'll take this off of here for you.
Gonna grab these comics.
No. Yeah. This is a sweet variant cover I found at the source. This was pre-quarantine, but for bounty hunters. And I always loved the Star Wars bounty hunters, so I'm like, I got to get this series. I've been like kind of on a down cycle of getting current comics because I'm like, I can just get them at a con now. I don't know when the next con's going to be, but get them at deals, you know?
My face is melting.
But I'm like, I had to jump on this one. Boba Fett's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars.
No, his foot's on fire and his calf is on fire.
No.
And with the Mandalorian, you know, like that's even more, like the bounty hunters are more popular than ever. Also, I got this at the same time, the Marvel's X. So I guess is the 10th anniversary of that being written.
I don't know anything about that.
Because they're like rehashing the Marvel's issues they did before, where it was like from the townspeople's eyes, like from a reporter's eyes. Living
cool.
in, you know, he's a freelance like Peter Parker, but he's like living in the city, New York, and seeing all this stuff, seeing the Fantastic Four, X-Men, Spider-Man, Daredevil, the Human Torch, stuff like that. You know.
When were these done?
This was just
America.
This was last year, I think.
So they're really trying to look retro on these.
No, this was done last year, but it was based off of a continuation of something that came out in 2001, I think.
Oh, okay.
And but it's Alex Ross, so he's doing all those cool like types of art. I love the way he does the DC universe and the Marvel universe. Yeah. So what did you get, Mark?
These apparently they're Walmart exclusives.
I think so.
Like these covers are.
They're like that DC
Walmart.
one for Target, you know.
Yeah. So I seen that these had come out, and I was like, I think I was kind of late to the game, even, but I ended up finding 2 sets of the 3.
But with the DC ones, I think DC stopped doing exclusives with Walmart, so their other stuff's going to start showing up that you couldn't find before in Walmarts. They're like the big 100-page issues, like the throwbacks to like the 80s and the 70s.
Oh, it's a 3-pack.
Yeah. So this is like the drugstore, like you get a random 3-pack of comics.
So you would get 2.
You see the one that you get.
You'd see the face on both sides, and then you wouldn't know what the one in the middle was.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, exactly. So they're bringing this back. I think
I like
Walmart's
that.
been doing it. Target started doing it.
Oh,
with
Walmart's
those,
doing that? I don't like
yeah,
that.
but they're doing those 70s, 80s, 100-page styles that are now. I don't think they're making them exclusive anymore, so you can buy them in comic book stores.
It's a very
Yeah.
cover.
Oh, I wish they had the bombastic Bagman on that.
You notice that's a Spider-Man comic.
Yeah.
Just it's got the Fantastic Four on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I don't know. I grabbed that because I really just wanted this top cover because this cover is worth more than the 3 together, at least right now.
Oh, really?
At the time, I don't know
okay.
about now.
So you got 1. Oh, they're not even. So you got 1, you
Yeah.
got 4, you got 19. So they're all in random.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
And then these, I don't know. I couldn't remember if I had brought these over here before.
You just step on them too when you dropped them on the floor.
Wow.
Just one of them.
Just
But these are the.
What year was this? Early 2000s?
protect my mantis eggs.
1997. These came out,
Oh, okay.
and this is the 30th anniversary of the Silver Surfer when they.
Oh, okay. Super
Oh.
Scroll? Nice.
That's the Drax the Destroyer.
Oh, that's Drax? Oh, okay.
You couldn't see him because he was moving so slow.
Is this
Oh,
from
yeah.
the cartoon?
Yes.
Oh, I noticed the design of this. This was a very, very. Did you know about this, Brandon?
Yeah.
The
I
very-
got
the
I got like the second series where there's Silver Surfer and he shot stuff out of the surfboard. Like
Oh,
these
okay.
discs. And I got that around 97, 98. And I remember the comic. I mean, I remember the show, but I was never a big Silver Surfer fan.
Oh,
so
well,
it
the
didn't
graphics were just horrid.
This right here is awesome.
But they tried to capitalize on the animated series X-Men.
This, in
it
my
didn't work.
mind, is one of the first 6-inch Marvel Legends.
Oh.
And it's like 7 inches. Megan the Alien.
What is it? So that's just from the cartoon?
Yeah.
Or from the comic books
it's
too?
from the cartoon.
Oh, okay.
So you're saying that this is an influence of what we know as Marvel Legends today?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's Toy
Because-
Biz, right?
It's Toy Biz, and it's 6 inches. It doesn't have all the articulation, but you can see that its hands move.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at the face on the thing. I mean, that's a pretty good sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
For
very much- I was
1997,
gonna say it stands
Yeah.
out.
this would be good now.
Well, especially being
Mhm.
this is the same line and it looks nothing like these other ones.
And then this.
Beta Bright.
Dude,
Beta.
this is still
Whoa,
one of my
whoa.
fa- it wouldn't
You
matter.
throw that at me, I'm keeping it. Now, you know I love Beta Ray.
Still one of my favorites.
Nice.
Was Beta Ray Bill in the cartoon?
He
I don't think he was.
wasn't on the cartoon.
No.
Yeah, but
But
everyone,
they threw him in the toy line because they had never made a Beta Ray Bill toy before.
Okay. What is that worth? Because that's like probably the first. What'd you pay for it?
Probably $5.
Really? Those are just worth that?
1997, $5 is a lot.
Yeah.
No, what are they worth now?
Oh,
I don't care
know.
about
I'm gonna look
1997
right now.
money.
I'm gonna look real quick because we got time. I'm gonna sing a song,
$5.
Brandon.
I would have gave him 6. I'd be like, I'm
I
keeping
don't
that
know how to
bad
whistle.
boy. You don't?
No. Well, I'm not good at it.
It's worth
Do you want me to teach you?
No, I'm good.
$26.76 or $50 or $40 or that's
Okay.
what people.
All over the place.
It's only really worth what someone's gonna.
That's a
pay
sleeper.
For it.
No,
Yeah.
that's a sleeper though. If that's probably one of the first times.
$32.95 plus $13.95 to ship, so it's about a $40 figure now.
No, okay.
But
Not
people-
bad.
That's not
But
bad.
they're not selling for 50, but someone bought one for 40.
Yeah.
But that's a 25-year-old figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look at that gold sheen, dude.
I don't know if I
That's,
like that.
I love it.
Do you?
Yeah, like
Just for, you know why I don't like it? I just realized why I don't like it. Hold that up again. You know what that reminds me of? As well as 1996?
What?
Judge Dredd.
Oh man, I like that movie.
No, look at the boots on him.
I like that movie.
Those are Dredd boots right there. You could.
Yeah, it works.
you could
But
customize.
I like Judge Dredd. That was a good movie.
Look at the
For
What?
the time period that it was made in and what
No,
they had, yeah.
no.
They were not paying attention to comic book
Brandon,
movies.
you were 4.
Oh my god, I was not 4.
What are you, 5? What are you now, 9?
I'm 12, sir.
Okay. I'm 11, team.
Whatever.
What else you got?
Whatever.
Do you want me to move these?
nah, they're fine.
Okay.
Old Toy Biz goes from one thing to the next.
I have a bunch of these already, but I just ended up getting. I thought I was kind of getting a deal on these,
Hmm.
so I bought them.
Just for the
Anyway,
Build-A-Figure piece,
Yeah,
right?
because look at $15. The Build-A-Figure pieces were 20.
Nice.
You know, and I was like, man, I'll build another Sentinel.
Dude, which number is this?
I don't care. I'll build another one.
How many would that be?
How many would that be?
How many would that be?
14.
You have 14?
You have a
I
problem,
have
sir.
13.
Now this is the 14th.
But these actually aren't
Yeah.
the 14th because these are
Mint.
extra.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have like how many do you have mint on card in box still?
I have 2 mint in box. And
Oh,
I'm
okay.
kind of working on 3.
God, you have a
mint in
problem,
box.
He
sir.
does, he does.
That's like how many? That's like 6. That's like 18 figures, man.
Turn him up a little bit. Ooh.
That's the money shot right there. That's the one I need to build.
Ooh.
Number 14.
Nice.
That leg right there.
Okay. What year is this Marvel Legends? Because I know that your Sentinels are old.
2005.
Okay.
See, I ended up scoring this from someone on the Posse not too long ago.
Nice.
Already had the arm. Just needed him to build another one.
All right.
So that'll be 14.
Good God.
And then I
We're
have
seeing
these,
it live
and
right
then
here.
I have these dudes here, and Mystique and Cyclops.
This is a live building a Build-A-Figure.
That'll be, those will be 15 when but I already had those pieces loose. I might not even open those.
So when you've gotten to 14 on these, and these aren't cheap.
You know what,
This
they-
is actually a very good
They
investment.
Keep going up.
Yeah.
Give me something sharp
Brandon's tongue.
other than your wits.
I don't know if I got something like that. We'll have to go in the other room and
Give me
get
I
it.
don't think the
Scissors.
scissors
Okay,
are out
they're in
out
the other
kitchen,
room. I'll get them in a second, but I want you to answer this because I'll watch it later. Do you find yourself going to 14 on all of these because you just had an extra piece and then you got another piece and then you kept going up and then you just kept putting these pieces
Extra
together
pieces.
and then you had 14?
If I can build them for a certain price, I'm
Yeah.
going to. Cause
You could buy a lot of Build-A-Figure pieces.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and like I just whenever I see a Sentinel piece, I buy the piece most of the time.
Yeah.
If I can get a decent price on it,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But like this piece alone costs $50, and the guy was at Issues Needed gave me a deal. I was like, hey, if I give you a shout out,
Yeah.
cut me a little deal. So he gave me this for $40.
Nice. Yeah. And then look on our Instagram page at the Real Toy Posse. You can see Mark going through and wait before we bought this, all these Sentinel pieces. They have some good deals on comic books too.
Listen to the articulation.
Ooh.
That's what my knee sounds like.
Not good.
And that
Before I go any further,
Yeah.
just smell that.
that's benzene.
Oh.
That new plastic smell
Oh my
that
god.
hasn't seen the light of day.
Now it's been exposed to
Sealed with
oxygen.
love.
It's been exposed to
To
oxygen.
this day, I remember my first finger puppets that were Bert and Ernie, and I could smell the benzene on that. I still smell that to this day when I just smell that actually.
Yeah, brings back memories.
But bam,
This
All
is
right,
a
crack
dope
that leg
figure.
open.
This is a dope
Let's
figure
go.
too by himself.
come
Mr.
on, man,
Sinister?
let's bionic man this dude.
We can do it. We can rebuild him. We just don't want to
Sometimes
spend the money.
these Pieces don't fit, and you gotta like
Boil
work
'em up,
in.
heat 'em
Yeah,
up.
work them in, and
Nice.
It's kind of
Yeah.
cool. Though. This is a
Ooh.
well done.
it's a 14.
There we go, number 14. Oh my gosh.
Look at you sniffed it. Ha, I saw
Oh man.
that. The world saw
Fire
that.
truck.
What's nice is that because there's a knockoff one of these now,
Yeah.
so you could get duped and buy a fake
How do you know?
one.
Just with the Fin
Same-
Fan
same
Foom, how do
size
you
and
figure it
everything?
out?
So like with the knockoff one, the arms only move this way up and down,
Okay.
and you can't move them like that.
Oh, okay,
You
because
can't
they don't
look
have
like
that joint.
either.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, otherwise, the knockoffs are like I wouldn't be opposed to buying a knockoff, going the Brandon route because I could just slide it in
Yeah.
with all my good ones. It's gonna look legit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But
Well, I gotta say that's a hell of a figure.
Number
man.
14, y'all.
going for over $200 a piece,
Yeah,
anywhere from 200 to 250.
and it's an older piece, and it's just getting better. Are you giving this to me?
For me?
Putting it in front of you.
Okay.
And then it comes with a little deal.
What is the little deal?
It's just like a little
Oh,
light
stand.
stand.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Cool. Well, this kind of went long. This was kind of cool. We
Yeah.
didn't think we.
this thing's sweet too.
It
yeah,
is
look at
dope.
that.
All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. So this is number 14,
Yep.
meaning that this is probably number 24. You know, there's more.
Probably.
He's in denial.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do you have anything to announce as far as anything?
Any
There was-
breaking news?
There might be I might have some news, but I'm gonna wait till next week.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Because-
Peace out, people.
Peace.
All right, everyone. Peace out.
Late to the game, sir.